Hello, 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 Facebook family. Wednesday, September 8th, 2021. Episode 9, I believe. Hello, 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 Facebook family. How you guys doing out there in the internet world? Wednesday, September 8th. We are live doing another episode of E.L.E.V.A.T.E. E.L.E.V.A.T.E. Equipping leaders of tomorrow. Somebody, if anybody's out there, please say hello. I know we're a little early. And since we got a little time, I got something fabulous to share with you guys. The jokes. And I have certain people that love these jokes, so these are for you guys. You guys out there that love these are for you. Plus it kind of lightens up the day. Most people are getting off of work. They're trying to transition their minds and their hearts, so hopefully this will help you transition. So I got a couple questions for you. Their minds and their hearts. So why can't a nose be 12 inches long?
Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties.
We're having difficulties over here.
I'm trying to be in 10 places.
I think she's trying to kill the vibe for my jokes. But why can't a nose be 12 inches long? Hey, Ann, how y'all doing? That means Karen's next to you. Hello, hello. So we're right in the middle of trying to lighten the day. We had jokes, a couple jokes just to lighten the day. Plus, I'll be honest with you, I like this section, probably one of my favorite parts of this. So why can't a nose... Hey, Miss Mother Brenda, how you doing?
Oh, Ann says because...
Because it would be a foot. That's exactly what it is.
Smart lady.
That's a smart lady. Why can't a nose be 12 inches long? Because it would be a foot.
Now you can ring the bell for Ann. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, do I even have the bell? My wife scared me into never using the bell, so I think I hid it or maybe I threw it away. I don't even know where the bell is anymore. But we had a bell. I don't know where it is, but I would ring the bell for that. And hi, Miss Karen. Hey, Daryl. How you doing? But I'm not going to conference call. As soon as I get off, I'll join in. I appreciate it, man. You know I appreciate it. Appreciate your support. And so the next one. What do you call a bear with no teeth? What do you call a bear with no... Hey, Miss Tamika. How you doing? You're early. You're just in time. You're just in time for the fabulous part of the E.L.E.V.A.T.E. Facebook Live, the joke section. So what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. A gummy bear. So anyway, I know everybody's cracking up out there. What do you call a pig that does karate? What do you call a pig that does karate? A pork chop. You get it? That's what you call a pig that does karate, a pork chop. All right. I know you're asking for more. So you got a little time here. Where do spaghetti and sauce go to dance? Where do spaghetti and sauce go to dance? At the meatball. She didn't like that one. Oh, that was a good one. The meatball. All right, last one. I get some laughs here. She ain't saying. My wife ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying anything. But anyway, why do the A go to the bathroom and come out as an E? Why did the A go to the bathroom and come out as an E because it had a vowel movement. It had a vowel movement. So anyway, until next week, we'll come up with something. Miss Barbara, thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate you. So here we go. This is what we do.
Our cousin Belanda.
Belanda, appreciate you. I got to shake my head on the bathroom joke. Tamika didn't like that one too much. I thought all 5 was a home run. I really did. All 5 home run. So basically, about 7:04. Just thank you for coming on. Nene, Joe Blocker, thank you. Somebody said no, sir. So
yeah, that's Belanda.
Okay, Belanda, appreciate you.
Maine is by her.
Maine is Maine by you.
Is Maine with you?
Is Maine with you? And of course, Miss Barbara. Hello. See, Karen said they're screaming and hollering over here. See, over there, they're screaming and hollering. Thank you. Somebody appreciates good comedy. So just to do thank you for joining us today. We got to do our housekeeping stuff. Thank you all for coming in. We know that you have other things you can do. There's always a lot of stuff we can do besides taking out time and doing this. So I really appreciate it. Me and my wife really appreciate it. I know that most of you know me and my wife. For those that don't know me and my wife, I'm Curtis Carr. She's Sharndale Carr. I've been in leadership for over 30 years and in a training capacity for over 15. Now, Shar, I'm going to call it Shar. That's what sometimes I say Sharndale. I don't know. I've never called it that. I call it Shar. So Shar has been a business analyst and a project manager for over 10 years, and she had her own business for over 8. So I'm the founder of E.L.E.V.A.T.E. She is the VP that makes it happen. And E.L.E.V.A.T.E is an acronym. The E is expectations. The L is leadership. E for ethics. V for vision. A for attitude. T for temperaments. And E for effectiveness. So the little tagline is equipping leaders of tomorrow. We are a consulting agency. So what we do is these free Facebook Lives on Wednesday at 7 o'clock to get the word out. We do it every week. And we hit certain topics. And they're all recorded so that you can go back and maybe there's a topic that you have interest in. You can go straight there and watch it. And none of them are over 30 minutes. So that whoop whoop, Mother Brenda, does that mean that you thought it was funny? The jokes were funny? Let me know. So basically we're a consulting agency. Who are we here for? We're here for 4 groups. We're here for the individual personal development. We have private coaching and platinum coaching. The platinum coaching is more of a 90-day period with weekly meetings. The platinum coaching is for people who are sick and tired They're ready to move. It's more robust. It's more intense. No room for trying to hide. We're open. We're open and honest, and we're trying to move. It's also for that group who's been labeled to have extreme jobs. And in the other recording, I want to say 2 weeks ago, we talked about extreme jobs. The second group is for new or existing leaders that are looking to get tools. They need to earn more money and to become more of an impact player in the organization. So new or existing leaders are like, hey, I'm not getting the results I'm looking for. Can I get a little help? So this is what it's for. Third group, and this is it's the business owner looking to increase sales and market share. So that's the third group. The fourth group is a leader or any employer looking for somebody to come in, group like us to come in and deeply impact their team. So we do group coaching too. And one aspect of it that we discuss heavily in our conversations, our motto is every coaching conversations have to have hope. So we do hope cards. We talked about that last week too. But there's a lot, there's seminars, there's a lot into this. So those 4 groups. But this week I like to always highlight one group a week. So this group I really want to highlight the business on. Oh, somebody's good with the memes. I'm always jealous when I see the custom memes because I don't know how to do them. And I remember one time I called my aunt to try to help me because she's like the queen of them, and I still don't know how to do them yet. But anyway, that's a nice one. That's a nice one there. So for the business owner, we want to focus on that group today. Well, basically, the business owner looking to increase sales or market share, looking just to take their business to the next level, scale it. The challenge when dealing with this group. Now, the challenge when dealing with the business owner is overcoming what I call the red mindset. And the red, of course, is an acronym, because here at Elevate, if there's one thing we believe in acronyms. So the red, the R, it stands, and we call it red just because the red is just like a stoplight. It stops the progression. So it's like, so that red mindset can stop progression. So what we do is we say the R is for rationalizations. So it's most business owners and most business owners that are put a lot of time in, it's so much work in, so much sweat equity, that it can tend to be a little defensive. And whenever you can point out some areas of opportunity, you got to fight through those rationalizations as a coach. Rationalizations are second nature a lot of times, because you're like, hey, it's almost like a child. If you have 3 kids in the business, you feel like you got 4 kids. The E is for ego. And sometimes the ego gets in the way because they're like, hey, I've done this, I've done that. But at the same time, they're the one that called. They're the one that want help. So, sometimes that you have to battle through the ego. And then the D is the daily habits, because when it comes down to it, it's the daily habits that created what they have now. So there's some good and there's some bad, but if they want to go to the next level, they're going to have to change those daily habits. So we talk about it, the daily habits that are not conducive to growth, and that's the red mindset. So for the business owner, there's a lot of things we offer there, but that's the group we kind of highlight today. So how do we do it? We do it because we start off by getting to know you. We have questionnaires, we have assessments, mindset assessments, leadership assessments. We have temperament assessments. Oh, now she's showing out here. Your cousin with the memes. So basically, there's leadership assessments, mindset assessments. There's questionnaires, and we have some that are deeper than others. But especially the one with the 3 months, it's definitely we're gonna know who you are, and we're gonna have some real transparent conversations. So we also offer a free strategy session for those that are like, hey, before I give up on that money, before I hand out that money, I need to know what you guys are about. So we offer a free strategy session. So we also have the ebook that covers topics on leadership, overcoming challenges, and having the proper perspective. That ebook is actually a book of quotes, and then we provide commentary. And we actually got a 20% promotion on that this week, so please take advantage of it. Elevate, do you have any questions, you guys? Any questions? Am I going too fast? I hope not. How do you guys feel today? One word, if you can describe how you feel. If you can describe it in one word, let me know how you feel today. Elevate replied to Ann Boykin.
Yeah, she put a question mark, so I didn't know if she had a question.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So last week, we had a lot of, we talked about the mood. I feel good. We got a fabulous, but I expect that from Mother Brenda. I don't think I've never seen her not fabulous. Uh-oh. Miss Ann says she's stressed. Uh-oh. Tamika said amazing. Amazing. All right. I guess what I would say, what else? I feel good. I just feel good. Miss Barbara says great. So that's good. It's good to hear from everybody. The one thing we also always talk about is how we conduct these meetings. And we depend on your comments. I mean, this is comment led. I try to read every, victorious. She says she feels victorious. Now, I see Joe Blocker, but what do you call her? Valanda. Karen says she's looking forward. So anyway, we depend on the Facebook comments, and we end promptly at 7:30. So my plan is to read every comment. We also encourage you to like and share. So please like and share. That's how we get the word out. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, we don't have the marketing budget of Microsoft yet. It's coming, but we want to get the word out and let people know what we're offering, because you can get a lot if you just showing up on the Wednesday 7 p.m. So definitely want to make sure everybody understands we appreciate it, and please like and share. Please like and share. So today, what we're talking about is how to find the solution every time. How to find the solution every time. Now, FIND is an acronym. So it's a little bit of a play on words. And that's what we'll be diving in. So, and shameless plug. It just happened to be like this. And it just happened to be a promotion on the book, the ebook. And this just happens to come straight from the ebook. It's just amazing how this all worked out together. It's just amazing. So anyway, this is straight from the ebook. Those that have the copy, we really appreciate it. But it goes on page 17. It says, to live through the impossible situation, you don't need the reflexes of a Grand Prix driver, the muscles of Hercules, or the mind of Einstein. You simply need to know what to do. So that's the quote, and by Anthony Greenbank. And basically, we provide commentary. And basically, I'm just going to share that today, the commentary that was provided in the ebook. So what we say here is, but how do you know what to do? First, realize that the situation is not impossible 99.9% of the time. We just feel like it's impossible. So we feel like it's impossible because we tend to make it more complex and imagine many different negative outcomes, which raises our anxiety level. Seneca said we suffer more often in imagination than reality. So all that stuff we conjure up in our head a lot of times puts us through a lot of anxiety, but it's not reality. So we suffer more in our head than we do in reality. But what we really need to find, and FIND is an acronym, and we're going to go through each letter here in a second, is a solution. I have developed this process to get us out of imagining negative outcomes and into workable resolution of a problem. So that is what we're getting ready to go. Now, I would start off with this. The foundation, if we were to say the cement slab of a house, the foundation to find is ownership. So whatever the issue is, the foundation to apply the FIND acronym is ownership. That means you have to say, I own this. I own this. Because it wasn't because of whatever, and this didn't cause it, or even if it did, it doesn't matter because you're taking ownership of it, right? You're taking ownership. So ownership is key. Ownership is key because you can always find a reason, especially if you look for it. But when you take ownership, it's kind of just, it's left on your shoulders. So you can't run from it. So it's very important that you take ownership. One thing I always share with my guys and my teams is I say, hey, you are where you are because of who you are. You can take that anywhere you want to. Things going well, things going bad. But you are where you are because of who you are. So if you want to change something, you need to change you, right? And in the Elevate sessions, we actually have mirrors, and we'll hold up the mirror up to our face, and we'll say, hey, that's your chief enemy right there. And they'll be looking at themselves, and you know, some people don't feel comfortable, but that's it. There's going to be a lot of noise out there. There's going to be a lot of things happening, but you are your chief enemy. So it's very important that you understand you are where you are because of who you are. So once you go there, then you start off with the F in FIND. Then you start off with the F, and which is focus on the issue at hand. That's what the F is for. Focus on the issue at hand. Now, I would love if life came with one problem at a time. Nobody talked to me so I could stop and figure out the solution to this one problem. Everything else in life freezes, but it doesn't happen that way. So I have to intentionally focus on the issue at hand because that's what we're trying to find a solution for. Do not focus on what could happen if the issue is not resolved. Don't even go there because you're just wasting time. You can be using that time to come up with a resolution. And remember, we talked about in If I Was a Superhero, that's one of the powers I would love to have. I would love to have it for myself, and I would love to be able to give it to people. Shake their hand, and all of a sudden, anytime there's a problem, their mind goes straight to trying to figure out the problem, the solution to the problem, instead of worrying about all the other stuff around them. So focus on the issue at hand. Don't focus on what could happen if the issue's not resolved. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment, right? Secondly, on the find or focus on the issue at hand. Secondly, make sure you spend your time doing things to address the issue. So a lot of times we start off and then we start going left or right. Next thing you know, we're not even addressing the issue at hand. So the problem's just festering. So it's, I like that. It says, yes, the mirror. So that part being intentional. True, Mother Brenda. So definitely making sure that we do the things that we say. The actions need to match what we're saying we want. And I know that sounds super simple, but you guys, if you think about it, I could think about 60 examples in my life where I said I want one thing, but when you looked at my actions, it didn't match. So I was like, man, I need to stop and make sure that my actions line up to what I'm saying I want. All right. The man in the mirror. So, number 2, the I in F.I.N.D is implement a plan to talk to someone or read about someone who has a similar problem and found a solution. And then we also put in here, healthy relationships with accomplished people are very beneficial. So definitely implement a plan. And remember, the foundation of all this is you taking ownership. It can't get to where the waters are a little choppy and it's a little challenging, and all of a sudden you say, I'm just going to let this be. You got to take ownership, right? So implement a plan. Implement a plan. Now the N is navigate through all the challenges you'll face. So the N is navigate through the challenges, because while you're going through it, other stuff is happening. And you got to make sure that you navigate through all that stuff. It's not like everything's going to be smooth sailing and the world's going to let you deal with this one situation all by itself. So you navigate through all the challenges you face while taking the steps to solve the problems. So very, very, very important. Very important. D, you do it again. The D stands for do it again. So every time, because we know, I can't remember if it's in the book or the actual E.L.E.V.A.T.E book that's being, we have an E.L.E.V.A.T.E book that's being written. It probably won't be out for a while, but in the E.L.E.V.A.T.E book, we talked about, I remember, I can't remember, I was talking to Mika or Shar, but basically we talked about how, Benjamin Franklin said there's 2 things in life that are going to happen, death and taxes. Well, in the book we talked about is 3, death, taxes, and problems. Can't leave out problems. Problems happen for everybody. So everybody don't pay taxes though, but death and problems definitely happen to everybody. So we want to make sure that if you get this acronym down and you understand that, hey, I can find a solution every single time because I'm going to focus on the issue at hand. I'm going to implement a plan. I'm going to navigate through all the challenges that I'm going through. And then I'm going to do it over and over again because I'm taking ownership. That's why, because I'm taking ownership. So very, very simple approach. And, these things are cute and nice and tied into a little bow on a conference call. But we know in real life, there's bullets flying, there's challenges, and everything is not easy. But if you just take a step, and what I do when I'm going through challenges and things are overwhelming to me, I'm the guy that just turns everything off. I go to the job, on the way in my car, the radio's off. The TVs are off. I just need to sit and focus and just let things run through my head without a lot of noise. And to me, it really slows down the day. So but everybody should have their approach on what they do. But if you got anything out of it, please put a 1. Please put a 1. If you got anything out of it, please put a 1 down. We got any 1s? If somebody wants me to repeat something, thank you, Ann. Miss Barbara says starting all over again is going to be tough. Let me ask you why. In what area? Because we got a little time here. Tell me, Miss Barbara, you said starting all over again. If you feel like sharing, I understand that, might not want to share on a public platform. So let me know. I got a 1+. Thank you, Karen. Tamika got a 1. The E.
There's no E.
F.I.N.D. F.I.N.D. I'm trying not to act like the sarcastic because I know that I love my mother-in-law very much, and I don't want to piss her off. So, but I don't think there's an E in there. Doing it again. Oh, you're talking about doing it again? Yeah, I was talking about just, that same strategy for solving problems. Focus on the issue, implement a plan. And implement a plan. I was going to spend a little time on talking about how healthy relationships with accomplished people are beneficial. I feel like as a society, we do not maximize that. I mean, there's people all around us that have been through things, and whether you're young, it doesn't matter what age you are. There's always somebody that is older, that's been through more. And I feel like as a society, we don't really maximize that opportunity. I know I don't. I got people around me, no doubt about it. But could I maximize it even more? Could I maximize those relationships? Like a lot of people, internships are good. Internships are good because you're around those people, right? The only negative is you're not getting paid, but at least you're around people with that experience. Well, we have all kind of issues, and we have opportunity. There's people around us that can help us, give us a word, give us a sentence that can help us get through those situations. So that is how you get through and find a solution every single time. Now, what we're doing is we always give the next five that are coming up, and it's 7:25, you guys. The next 5 is the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. That's next week. The week after that is the 5 stages of a new leader. The week after that is grow or die. Grow or die. The week after that is the secret sauce. We're going to share the secret sauce. And the 5th one is communication. So those are our topics. And since we got a little time here, is there any questions? Is there any questions out there? Is there anything that I can make clearer, or anything that you want to add? She said never. Let me know. Another thing we can do, especially, Shar, can you come over here for a second? Oh, Shar ain't gonna come. Don't even act like you shy. Shar is not shy. I'm actually the shy one here.
No, that's it.
Okay. So anyway, she's not coming. So much for that idea. But what I wanted to do was to tell her how much I appreciate her. Tell her that I love my wife very much. I love you, Shar.
I love you too.
And I understand, it's a different dynamic when you're married and you're doing something together, a business. It's a different dynamic. Oh, Miss Amina. Miss Gwen is on. Thank you so much. What? Miss Antoinette Shay is on. Appreciate it. What's that?
She's been on.
What was the I? The I is implement a plan. I can sit here for a while and talk about Shar. Shar's greatest attribute is her heart. Greatest attribute. Now, she has many great attributes. So it's not like she's a one-trick pony. She got a lot of great attributes. I think what I appreciate, secondly, is her patience with me. Everybody can't deal with everybody, right? She's able to deal with me, and I'm able to deal with her, but she's easy to deal with. Me, sometimes. That's all I'm going to say about that. And she raised her eyebrows over there. So me, yeah. So definitely. And then she's so willing to jump into the gaps. So willing to jump in the gap. What's needed? Up, boom, she's in it. So definitely want to tell her publicly how I feel about her, and make sure that she doesn't grow weary in her well-doing. So, but I wanted to thank everybody. It's 7:28. Look at that. She is awesome. That's her sister. So
a recap.
Now what?
Once a month.
We were. This is an idea. We were thinking about doing a lunch and learn, kind of like a. What would be like a 30-minute, or we're still trying to get it together, but we're thinking about doing once a month or once a quarter. We're not sure, but kind of doing the same kind of thing. But it would be kind of a recap. My best friend who is married, that her and her husband need to stop being around single people and get with married couples so they can grow in their marriage instead of fussing all the time. Yeah, that's always a challenge. Getting around more married couples. I think that, everybody's so busy, so that's definitely a challenge. But I wanted to make sure I tell everybody that I appreciate them so much. Shar appreciates you so much. Let us know, about if there is an interest, because there's an interest. Shar will be doing the recap and just trying to make sure that we're just not buzzing through these things and then we're on to the next week, because that's kind of like my personality. Next, that's kind of like my personality. So let us know. Miss Ann said, sounds great. We need a longer session sometime. Got you. And then let's see what else we got. I don't always see all the comments. Both my niece and you. Okay. That's Miss Barbara. No, we need to go out and see Miss Barbara. It's been a while. And then Tamika said 1++. That's good. So anyway, definitely want to tell you guys it's 7:30. So I just want to remind you guys, we always end with this little phrase: be intentional, focus on growth, and elevate now. Really, 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 really appreciate you guys coming on. You guys have a great night.